I've decided, because I'm a bit tired, energy's stumped, because it's a Friday. Got my Tiffany blue nails on. Good morning. I thought I would not do my collaging because I've not done much of it, to tell the truth, and I've not done much sketching this week because I've been doing my books. I'm stitching my bags, bag, and a coaster, and doing this stitching as well. So, well, I'm not talking about that, but I am going to talk about a little bit of news before I start talking about intentions and start painting my New Orleans house that I did the other day out of a magazine. It's just in pencil. We'll paint that. Go red or what? Don't like red lipstick. Doesn't suit me. I'm painting. Yeah, where we go one week wall. Well, I'll just talk a little bit what I've seen in the news. But I'm quite tired, so I thought I'll just have a bit of a chat while I paint this because I'm so tired. Energy's gone whoop. Not in a bad way, just tired. So I did see write things down and then I don't know what to do with them. Where is it? I've lost my notes. Right, I've lost my notes, but anyway, I saw, where are they? They were here before. Hang on. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah. So, one thing I would advise you to go and watch, which was absolutely fantastic. Introduce yourself. I don't know what you're talking about. You may have seen it. It's like from 2 years ago, 'cause it's got Nigel Farage in that, but it was absolutely brilliant. It makes you go, yes, because it's showing Nigel Farage in it, and it is the video of, it's amazing. It was brilliant. Hang on, I just found it. Acosta's got the press pass back on a limited Amendment 5, I guess, from what I heard. That's not good. I trust the plan. Doesn't matter if he's got one back. Trump has said today that they're getting things into place, aren't they, about the press and all that, because it's, disrespect or something he was saying in a speech today. So I don't listen to, if it's on mainstream media, it just does not bother me at all. It doesn't matter. Farage seems like he's going a bit left these days. He's not gone left at all. How has he gone left? We don't want to be in the EU. We want out of it. And he said he'd come back for that. I don't know how he's gone left. Trump perennials? I don't know how you say it. Trump perennials. And the video was... no, I watch a bit of his radio show. You need to follow him on Twitter. That's the best bit to do. Trump's good friend. Farage is friends with Trump. That's all I'm saying. And it was. Stay 3 now. Deplorables unite. It was absolutely brilliant. Farage isn't against Tommy at all. Everyone saw their asses because he didn't really talk about it. There's a reason why he didn't really talk about it. A bit like when Trump doesn't talk about certain things. So that doesn't bother me either. I support Trump, but I know I support Farage as well. Because if you like what Trump's doing, then Farage is on the video. And it's that song. You know the song that they played for Tommy? What's the song name? Obviously not awake. But singing singing, da, 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 da. You know that song? Do you hear the people singing, da, 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 da. They're playing that, and look at the video. I can't play the music, but look who's in it. Absolutely brilliant. That's just because the world's waking up. This was 2 years ago, but imagine what it's like now. You've got all over. Hang on, you've got... United Kingdom, Farage. America with Trump when he got in. The only MP that went over. It's on 17 watching. Germany, uprising. Hi. Siberia. Was that Siberia? Can't read backwards. Japan. France. You need to go and watch it. It's brilliant. Well gets you going. It shows you the world uniting about a you-know-what. Hello. Costa should be allowed to make a fool out of himself on CNN. He's doing a bang-up. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter if he's got a press thing back, because it doesn't really matter. It's like what Trump was saying today. So that was really brilliant. That was amazing. Jenny Hatcher's got some great ones out again. Amazing. Yeah, so I just saw Trump doing a speech. Hi. On what was it? Was it the Freedom? Elvis Presley. Was it Babe Ruth and some others? I can't remember what it was. On the... What was it called? I wrote it down somewhere. Oh, yeah, awards on the Medal of Freedom. That was amazing. She was there, Ginsburg, whatever her name was, all sat there all like this, because she looks like this. She's like this. Yeah, it was brilliant. What he said her name and said, oh, nice to see you back well, sort of thing. But he also said, and he said to Kavanagh and everything. And then as he was looking down, because he was high up, he went, yeah, looking down, saying thank you very much. I thought, looking down, ooh, looking down. I thought, that was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it was awesome. If no one's gone to see it, I watched it on Golden State News. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, Elvis Presley getting it now. Should have got it. And Babe Ruth, was it the baseball player? Which I don't know why it came into my head about build it and they will come. You know that film, what was that film called? Build it and they will come. The baseball player's in it. What was it called? It was just brilliant, 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 brilliant. Also, he did another, I saw another video with Trump in about, can't remember what it was again. I'm so half asleep now. Field of Dreams. Field of Dreams. I was also thinking about that film, Signs, with Mel Gibson in, because the video I've just asked you to go and see on that channel I said at the beginning has got Mel Gibson in it. I've got some pictures on my phone. I was like, yes, because we know Mel Gibson's good. I took some pictures. I'm supposed to be painting, actually. We'll paint in a minute. Let me see. Absolutely amazing. Jenny Hatcher's got another amazing video. Go over to her channel if you've not watched them or watched the latest one. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Pictures. Oh, God, these were so good. There he is. I know it's out for film, obviously, but it's like, yes, because we know he's a true patriot. Mel Gibson, go. It was just brilliant. Who else? Let Let your plans be dark and, is it impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt. And it had this in the video. It was just brilliant. It was just brilliant with Trump and all that about the EU and everywhere. Reinforcements. Down, 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 down. That reminds me of, you know when I'm joking saying they need to do a song with Trump as Flash Gordon. Flash Trump, saviour of the universe. And he looks like Flash Gordon anyway. Flash, and then all of a sudden, what are they called? The men that come in flying, the Hawkmen. Reinforcements. Yeah, we know we've got reinforcements. We know, I've been talking about him. He's making a list and he's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's getting deported by ICE. I didn't even read that one. That's hilarious. Hang on. Oh my God. He's making a list. He's checking it twice. Gonna find out who's getting deported by ICE. Santa Claus is coming to town. My voice is still squeaky. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming. Santa Claus is coming to town. You know what that means? Oh my God. See, I only have to look at something like that and it just brings me right back up again. That is hilarious. Hilarious. They had this picture with Trump as the iceberg, the face, and then look who's doing a Titanic. So funny. Ho, ho, ho. That's what we all look like. Soon not to be. There's us, the girl at the front, and there's all our friends. And everybody going, you're a nutcase. And look at her face, she's just like, we're in the know. We're in the know. Yes, I did Tiffany Blue and Bling Bling for you know who. Santa Claus is coming to town. We owe Donald J. Trump more than many know. The cabal had required so much power and demanded... Is it demanded? Oh, sorry. So much power and damaged the Republic so severely that we were standing by to launch a full-scale military coup had she won the presidency. Yeah. At POTUS and at... Is it depth of defence are not going to broadcast their military tactics for the invasion. #invasion. This was all on that video. It was great. And this was one of the best pictures as well. Make America Great Again. Captain America. And the stars the right way around as well. And then at the end of the film, because we know it's worldwide, it said deplorables, you know, the deplorables of the world unite. Look, I don't know if you can see it. I have to bend it down. Oh my God, you can't see it. That, I tell you what, I was crying at that video. I thought it was brilliant. It shows you everybody around the world with all the little, you know, revolutions that are going on, or whatever you call them. I was like, yes. So anyway, I can't even remember what I've seen, but it was Trump basically with his speeches today, and he was going on about they asked him about, not Acosta, but they asked him about the reporters asked him about certain stuff, this, that and the other, going to court, and he's like, yeah. He said, what's wrong with it? He was being rude, you know, Acosta. He got told, you don't just stand there question after question after question. You're getting told to sit down. It's like, well, basically was saying manners, really. He said, and there's nothing wrong in that. He said, or otherwise, you can be there and we'll just walk away. He said, and you won't like that. He said, we'll just walk away. So let Acosta come back in and let Trump just walk away. Don't have to answer his questions. So please trust the plan and don't listen to all that cat, because remember, it's a game. So... yeah, it's just been a good day. Ginsberg didn't look happy, did she? I'm testing these new brushes out. She didn't look happy, did she? She sat there like a miserable witch that she is. And he did say about the witch hunt, actually, in one of his speeches today, and said, I can't remember what he said, but I did write it down, but I don't know where it is. But he did mention the witch hunt and this, that, and the other. And when you're listening carefully, it's just like, yes, go Trump, go Trump. He was also talking in front of them about the Constitution, and with the Medal of Freedom, we were talking about the Constitution, the way it was written and the way it was meant to be. Sorry, I forgot the names and everything, but yeah, Trump retweeted Q today. I don't know what's going on today. I haven't looked that much because I've been down other rabbit holes, but it is all about the Constitution, people. In comment, no, I don't think I do. But this morning, if anyone saw me, because I'm going to try and do my Orleans house here, actually, I don't even know where the picture is. I'm supposed to be copying. So let me find my book. Got yelled at work by politics for everyone has the same opinion. Oh, they're just mad, isn't it? It's just mad. I'm just trying to find the book that it had this drawing in for to draw it. See what it. I know it was pink. But today, if anyone saw me going on about, you know, ETs and that again and the greater consciousness, I've just been... I've been blown away again because I was watching the rest of the thing that I mentioned this morning with the guy from the film of Unacknowledged, and they're bringing a film out. They're bringing a film out called... where is it? I mean, I just can't wait. I think they're bringing it out this... I don't think it's out. I think they're bringing it out. That's what I'm assuming anyway, unless someone's seen it. Let me try and find out what it's called. It's going to be called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, meaning consciousness, contact, and the human future with masses. Well, they want to wake the masses up, basically, even if it's 1% of the masses, connecting to interstellar, even if it's 1% of the people. The goal is something that raises consciousness and understanding till people really begin to understand consciousness, meditating and contact, to manifest it, to hyper jump. Civilization can basically move on, sort of thing, move up with consciousness, because we have to be aware. And I'll get painting and then I'll tell you what popped into my head before when I was in the kitchen. Download, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, I'm always drawing things like this. If no one saw me today, this was a quick scribble I did last night in bed. Yes, it's an all-seeing. Well, it's not the all-seeing eye. It's a third eye. Well, yeah, it is all-seeing. But it's got a heart in it because pineal gland and seeing through this is what we need to be doing, being aware and meditating and stuff like that. I'm still seeing that blue light. I saw... Thank you. It was only a scribble, but it's got roses in it. I don't know why. Roses falling from the sky. Stars, and it says love is all. That was like 12:30 last night, because if something comes in my head, I'll just draw it. I'll drop things and just draw it. So when I was in the kitchen, just let me find this picture. Maybe I should just... Oh, there it is. This was the page, you know, they wanted you to draw this picture in the book. So my interpretation of that picture is... I don't know if you can see it. And it's a New Orleans house, it says. Thank you. So I'm going to paint it. It's pink, so it's my favourite colour. Just put that picture over there. So I just thought I'd do a bit of it while I'm talking to you, because I'm quite tired now today. I think I've zapped all my energy out this morning. Thank you. So when I was in the kitchen, I'm trying these new brushes out. They're dead cheap brushes, but I thought, well, test them out, see what they're like. But, and I've got this lovely little ceramic little paint, what do you call it, thing. But So let me mix this paint up. So hi to everybody who's in. But yeah, I was in the kitchen this morning, and do you remember ages ago, well, it wasn't ages ago, it was the other week or so ago, when this isn't even watercolour paper, but I'm going to paint on it in watercolours anyway. When I saw the big flash at like stupid o'clock in the morning, I was proper shocked, stood there like, I need to get my camera, and I was talking to you in the dark, and I was like, I've seen glowing orbs. The guy had actually mentioned on the UMA TV videos, the ones that I've been talking about, if you go over and watch them, and the latest one has just been really mega interesting. The one who did Unacknowledged, was saying there's golden orbs and spacecrafts, and they're meant to be like, you know, celestial, the highest beings of the highest, you know, the one, and all that sort of stuff. Well, I was shocked again today because it blipped in and blipped out, and I understand that they blip in and blip out, and this is the whole thing about being conscious. Once you're conscious of stuff and putting intentions out there, they can start coming to you because you need to be aware, but you need to be aware of a consciousness of love and not fear, because it's those things I've been talking about before. They're keeping us in fear, like in the dark, you know, monsters. Like my son's now asking for a nightlight. He's never had a nightlight because he doesn't want to sit. Thank you. He doesn't want to sit. He doesn't want to go sleep in the dark. Your pineal gland works better in the dark. They're always putting out, you know, to kids, oh, the monsters under your bed, monsters in the dark. No, we don't understand. So do you remember that flash I saw? And I said it was like that, like that. And I was like, and it shocked me because my heart was pounding when I saw it. So, oh God, I hate this phone because it's new. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with it. So he was going on about a load of stuff about paintings, how you can be channeled through drawing and paintings and stuff like this. And not really, because it sounds like it's going to be daft. And he was going on about this girl who was 7 and she was doing these gorgeous paintings because she got downloads of these Jesus picture and all these beautiful pictures. And they were just gorgeous, you know, dead real, like real life, absolutely beautiful, gorgeous pictures. I was like, oh, how'd you draw like that? Hi, Sue. So let me see if I can find it. He put a picture up of the video is brilliant because it shows you photographs of stuff over the years. But one of the pictures that got me, because he was going on about people drawing stuff and they got downloads, and this person was drawing other pictures, and I said about the hummingbird. Hi, I said about the hummingbird, and this person had drawn this gorgeous sketch with a hummingbird in it, but this person was having downloads or something. I thought, I draw girls with flowers. She's got a rose as well. Was it my roses? And the hummingbird, and that's where I was like, I can't remember what he said about the hummingbird, but the hummingbird, I can't even say it. It's very special. That's when I was like, oh my god, I did I've lost it again. Where have I put it now? I know you saw it before, but for those of you who didn't, do you know, I've got that much stuff everywhere, I really don't know what I'm doing. That's how you can tell I'm tired today. Hang on. Can't see it. Oh, it might be under here. Don't you just hate when that happens, like dementia? Like, I'm like, I had it out before, so I'm like, well, where is it? Ah, it's hiding from me. Where are you? Right, well, I can't show you because I don't know where it is. I did show people on the last video. I'm just sat here thinking, oh no, I can see it. Oh, I hate when that happens, sorry. So, and the hummingbird, oh God, I can't even say it. Why can't I say it? Hummingbird. And I thought, so, well, that's what I did. I don't know if you remember, Sue. I did this ages ago, this like alien fairy thing with the bird. And I didn't draw the bird. That was off a wallpaper that I was actually going to put on my wall, but I didn't. And I have been thinking lately, I need to draw some birds. He was talking about birds and the significance of the hummingbird, like spiritual sense as well. So that was interesting. But the thing that I was like, oh wow, was... Where's the picture? Oh no. I've got a feeling I took the picture on here and I've not took a picture of it. I haven't. Ugh. Anyway, he said some beings look like this. Can you see it? Just a light shape, looks like an angel. But I'll have to get the other picture because it was what I saw. He's got a lot, if you see the video, he's got a lot of loads of pictures of where they've gone meditating and then things have come in, because when you're aware and you're in the consciousness, they can come in and blip in and out. And when I saw it, it was you got a picture of it long like that, you know, like it, and I thought, oh my God, that's like the thing I saw, apart from it was quite orangey red that I saw, orangey. And his was a bit whiter, and I thought, oh my God, it's like the same thing. And he said it just went like that. And that's what it did with me, and that's why it did scare me a little bit, because I thought, well, what's that? Because it was like in, out. Like when someone said, is it a comet? I went, no, because that trails, it was just like, and I was like, that was the thing that I saw. So I was amazed with that anyway. But like he was saying, the more you put, he said a Hollywood actor who was talking about this film that they're putting together, because we've got to bring the consciousness to people. And he said what it's all about at the end of the day, I was saying this before, was intention. And if you want the intention of seeing this and being part of this, because it is all one. He actually said that. Where did I write it down? It is all part of one. That's why they want people living in fear of what they are. They've always been here, spiritual beings, whatever you want to say, because they've always been part of our world. They've always been part of our world. It's just because we're told something totally different, we're in fear of it. So when you're in fear, you know, you think it's to do with something else because we've been told that. And that's why they say, you know, most people, if they saw something like that or something came to visit you, probably want to get your gun out and shoot it. But no, it's because they're putting all these films out saying this, that and the other. When you actually watch these videos that they're making, it just makes sense. If they are part of us, because we are all the universe, everything is everything and everything is energy, they're just on a different frequency. We're alien to them as well, like I said before. And we're all part of the one together. And that was the sort of message at the end that I got upset about today. In a good way, because I thought, well, yeah, we are all one being. And beings, just because we look a bit different. And they say they're blipping in and out because they're trying to show us that, yes, we're here. Look, we are here. We're here. But you've got to be in that consciousness of love. And not in fear, because someone was saying, I don't know if this is true, if you're in fear, you're going to have the perception of something, it's going to scare you anyway, and you're probably going to get like a negative sort of, I don't know, thing happening, however they were sort of explaining it, because you're living in that perception of fear. So, you know, that's why you've got to come to a higher frequency if you want to, you know, put your intentions out there in love. Like they say when you come forth with these beings, when you start meditating and they're coming to you, you've got to be making sure you're coming from a place of love and light and high frequency of consciousness, and you know, not in fear. I am still having the blue light I'm still having the blue light. I had it just before because I did 10 minutes. I know I need to get longer and longer. A blue light. And it was stronger this time. It was more this colour. More this colour. Yeah, I'm painting. See, the thing is, I can't show you bird's eye view of painting yet because I need to get a tripod thing. Then I'll be able to show you properly. This is the only thing I can't show you because I haven't got the stuff to do it with. I'm painting. I've drawn this, and then I'm painting that. So I'm just putting it together while I'm chatting because I am rather tired. I think I blew a lot of my energy out this morning. So I'm just painting that. But basically, I was in the kitchen before, and yeah, that's all coming. It's all coming, people. I'll say then I got to download them because thoughts started coming into my head, and when they do, yeah, watercolours, I write it down really, really fast and it ends up either dead big and dead scribbly. And this is what I wrote. Download thoughts are from consciousness. Oh, I did put Jenny Hatch because I just wrote Jenny Hatch on because she's done some good videos, just to remind myself. I am consciousness. I see what's going on around me. I am the observer of my reality. My thoughts create matter, what matters to me. And that's saying again, people can laugh, people can say what they want, especially about the ETs or light beings or celestial beings, whatever you want to call them, or seeing UFOs if they haven't seen them. But I'm the observer of my reality. I am conscious. No one can tell me, no, you didn't see it. I don't believe it. Well, good for you. You don't believe it. But I do because I know it because I saw it. So I am consciousness. I see what's going on. It's a bit like the things that are going on in the UK with Tommy and different stuff and things that are going on in America. They'll put out rubbish on the news, as we all know. But the people who've been to their marches know how many were people at the marches compared to what the news were saying were at the marches. So you know because you're the observer of what's going around you in your reality at that time. So no one can tell you any different if you're actually observing it yourself. And the only thing is, it matters to me. It doesn't matter if no one else gets it. It doesn't matter if, you know, you don't believe it. I believe it because that's what I'm observing in my reality. Meditation, because I've got to try and go for longer periods. I want to do some nighttime ones and really getting into that. Meditation, I've put at one with your own thoughts, self, not others' perceptions, because that's what I was saying the other day about being quiet, because there's a lot of chatter, there's a lot of noise in the world, you know, all about, like, every day, you know, just people going on, things that you hear. And I mean, just out in the street, everything's noisy, do you know what I mean? You need to be sat in quietness, dark, quiet, and just being consciousness, aware, and just listen to the nothingness, because it isn't really nothingness. You will start getting thoughts coming in. And when I seem to do it, don't know if anyone else does this, if I just meditate for a bit, my head seems to go up. I seem to get a grin on my face. I know I'm smiling because obviously I can feel it. And I just feel like very happy. And then like I kept seeing that electric blue colour, but it was a bit stronger today. And it was bigger. It was like, the other day it was like little bigger. It was about this big. Now it's like, yeah. It's a bit like this blue now. It's quite a stronger blue. Funny enough, blue. But yeah. Hi. Yeah, you can talk to source every day. And that's what I mean about everyone's got to start doing it. Whatever you think about me is none of my business. Being deep. Yes, Dad. But yeah, it's your awareness. But that was, I don't know if you saw that thing before, Dad. It was really good. But it's just people's perceptions of things. And it depends what frequency you're on. And I do believe we're moving to a different frequency. That's why you need to get on there. Positivity train. So, oh yeah, about UFOs and whatever you want to call them, this, that, and the other. It was saying, If we had seen them, you know, years back and we knew they were here anyway, which most of us do, we wouldn't be in fear of them because it would just been a normal part of life. But because we've been lied to and deceived, it's not normal. Yes, we see it perceived through films, but what are they always perceiving through films? That they're evil, that they're coming to kill us, that they're doing this and that they're doing that. Thank you. You know, because that's what they're always putting out. The darkness is scary. The darkness is this. The kids, you know, monsters. Blah 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 blah. The darkness is where you will find yourself. The darkness is where you will find the one. You know, because when you close your eyes to meditate, it's dark at first, and then you start seeing shapes and lights and stuff. That's what I'm seeing at the minute. And thoughts start coming in. They've always been around on a different frequency, and that's why they blip in and they blip out. But can join our consciousness when we get on their frequency of consciousness. Be in love, not in fear. Good intentions, there's that word again, good intentions. They'll contact you through downloading or whatever way, through your intentions, meaning through your intentions of, you know, positivity, love, and not in fear, because you don't want to harm them, they don't want to harm you, but you've got to be on that vibe. Maybe that's why when some people are on bad vibes, they get bad experiences, what they say are bad entities, just because that's their perception, because they're not vibing high, basically. Yeah. I don't believe they do. It's like me and my dad said, that film said, unacknowledged, that advanced. Why would they bother? They could have killed us off ages ago. They just want us to advance to what we're supposed to be advancing to, the next level, the next dimension, whatever people say it is. The spiritualness, the frequency. Yes, our group love raising her. Yeah, you do. I mean, Trump's done that as well, because it just gives me a lot of vibrations. They say, I see it now, like years ago they used to do it by, some say crashing, or some say they crashed themselves to give us the technologies to go, here, we're here, look, we're giving it you. It made sense when he was sort of speaking about it. Then it was like downloads of, you know, people get downloads of thoughts and stuff and they write it down, or you get that, is it automatic writing or whatever it is. And then other people get it in contact through seeing them, through your dreams or meditation or actually coming to you. And some do it through art. Like they were talking about art, like paintings, and you're wondering why you're painting certain things, and a girl was painting alien type things and there was all symbols in the background and she didn't know why, but then she began to realise she did have a sort of contact when she was younger. You're an artist as well. Yeah, because artists tend to have that sort of free mind of thinking, don't they? And my art is always out of my head. I don't go off reference, I just like, that's why I don't draw like real life things really, because I tend to just draw what pops into my head and think, oh, I feel like drawing that, so that's what I do. But the things that he was mentioning, I was like, oh my God, I've seen that, and ooh. And when I do meditate, I do get a bit of a, does anyone get a bit of a, it's like a pressure here you can feel here. But it's a blue light at the minute, so, and the only one thing, I don't know if this is to do with anything, I can't bend down a lot. I can't, when I'm sitting on the floor, my knees are really, really, really achy at the minute, like I'm like really old or something. I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get why my body is feeling really, really, really achy. Like I've been doing a workout, but I've not. I stayed off my kettlebells a couple of days because I thought, is it that? I just feel like when I'm bending down to do my little one's shoes, I'm like, oh, why do I feel so achy? I don't know, but draw on the Christmas card envelopes, Holly. Yeah, but I've just been thinking, because he was going on about intentions and certain things that my ears pricked up when he was talking. Yeah, I'll have to. Pricked up, and I thought, because this Hollywood star, or was I'm thinking, is it Mel Gibson? Somebody who's in Hollywood is bringing this film out. No, it's not arthritis. no. Is oh, I wrote something else. Is they said it's all about intention, and He said you can even forget about, no, I'm not into curry now. You can even forget about, it's not all about the UFOs, the this, that and the bit. It's all about all that coming together in one consciousness, good intentions, oneness and awareness, basic consciousness again, which all the things I've been talking about. Yeah, it's a frequency change. Yeah, it is, because it's an awareness. And once you're aware and you're conscious and you're working towards it, it's hard, but working towards it, doing these things, not just go, yeah, you've got to do it. It takes you on a different frequency, and that frequency is coming in. That's why I believe there's so many people talking about it now. I believe I've been pushed this way. This is my reality. I believe I've been pushed this way, even with this channel, certain things I was doing, picking up, leaving, doing other stuff, synchronicities that I was showing this year with even stupid things like them pillars over there, synchronicities, them birds on that billboard. It didn't actually say, be wise. I looked at it on the way home and it said, be wiser, with a big owl's face on it. And he was talking about owls, and I don't mean Moloch the bollocks, or whatever that bird, you know, whatever. You know, and I'm always drawing, like I said, things like this. Could be a bit alien, it could be a bit fairified. I haven't done much this week, though, because I've been concentrating on my books and my art, and I think the whole weekend I'm going to connect back with creativity. I might not be on because I really need to get my head down and get some stuff done, because people might want some, and I really need, you can get lost on the internet sometimes. I also wrote down, I will jump in chat in a minute. See, I can't do much on this because it's drying, so I will show you, but I'm just really, really tired today. I really need to wait till I get a tripod, because I want to be able to show you bird's eye view, because there's not much point saying I'm arting if you can't really see what I'm doing. What else did I write? Consciousness and understanding. You need to be working towards consciousness and understanding what's going on, and that's what it said in this video as well. It's because we don't understand. People are in fear when they don't understand something. Something blipped in this corner now, and they're like, oh God, it's a demon. It's no, that's because what we've been told. We've been told to be in fear. It's just something we don't know because we've never been told about. It's always been there, the frequency. They blip in and out of frequencies. So if we knew that and we understood it, we wouldn't be in fear. Consciousness is everything, because everything is everything. We are everything. It's all energy. Because something has been hidden, we fear it when we begin to see things in one consciousness, as we don't understand what form they are or why they're here, which is a bit funny in my little pink book when I said about the Kennedy, when he said, why are you here? Why are they here? And he said, they killed him. It sounds like he said the Greys killed him. No, it was the government or whatever. Why they were here, and they said they killed him. It looks like he said they killed him. No, they didn't kill him. It means he was getting shut up, as we know. Kennedy, all the other people, celebrities, when they've tried to bring this stuff out, a lot of people have got bunked off. I mean, not just normal people, like people who've had really strong experiences with meeting them, not just like blips in and blips out, but like big influencing people. So, a lot of people are going to listen if it's a massive big celebrity or it's a president. So that's what I believe. So when I'm saying it all goes back to the Q stuff, all goes back to that sort of stuff, like I've always said, it does go back to that. Yeah. But now I was thinking, I just can't believe it. I thought, I'm doing these things. I'm thinking these things. It's making me be aware of stuff. Because you get signs around you all the time. I've always said this anyway, because I believe in that, you can ask for something and you'll get a sign, not in the way you think sometimes. Like, it might have been that billboard today, be wiser. I wouldn't have looked up unless them birds weren't sitting on it and all the time. Or they make them look like David Icke. I like David Icke. Yeah, that's what I mean, because the reason why they haven't got to him is, I believe, making the impossible just sound a piece of the puzzle, and making the possible. Exactly. David Icke goes on about stuff and everyone's like, oh, but they demonise me, just go, oh, he's a conspiracy theory nutcase, like what they'd probably say about me and others too, because David Icke knows. Maybe he's off planet bloody Venus or something. Who knows? That's why people can't go and go, well, no, it's not true. Well, how do you know? How do you know? That's what I'm saying. It's in someone else's reality. If they're aware and they're the observer, it's all about this vessel. It's a spiritual being they're observing. They're observing us. We're observing where we are. So, if anyone gets what I'm saying. David Icke is well clever. He is well clever. He's very aware. What's the thing he always says? I should write it down. I always forget what he says. He always says, infinite, diddle-da-da, everything is everything infinite. What does anyone know that saying that he always says? Yeah, I've got different cups. It depends how I feel. Everything's infinite. He says something, doesn't he, all the time? He's really good, David Icke, and he's still blasting things out there. Also, I saw a bit of Tremors before, and it just made me laugh because I never knew. I never heard it before. The second one or something. And it was the end of it. And he went, yeah, well, these reptilians. And I thought, oh, yeah. I never knew they called them tremor worm things. Reptilians. I was like, oh. Yeah, I just call you XX because it's easier. And then when you're aware we're not alone, I mean, how amazed balls is that? Which I knew we weren't anyway. Some things he says are hard to grasp, but vibrations, and he wears the colour yellow to shine. Yeah, we just talk about a lot of energies, and it's because he talks about reptilians. That's why a lot of people go, what? But I've heard that reptilians are supposed to be beings that are not that conscious as some of us. They don't hold that much empathy. They don't understand as much. They're just a bit like long name. Yeah, David Icke, love is the, yeah, it does say that. Love is the only truth. Everything else is an illusion. Yeah, it does say that because that's what I've been blasting out all the time. Love, love, love. But he says something else, that big long one. Everything's everything and energy and infinite blah, blah, blah. I can never remember what he says. That's why my drawings, some of them tend to have the little heart things on here, representing the pineal gland, third eye, and heart anyway, because you're supposed to be projecting it. You know, that's why I say they're probably not going to, if you want an experience, this guy was saying, you've got to put the work in, you've got to start meditating. Infinite consciousness, yeah. He says something dead long though. Yeah, infinite confidence. Yeah, because it goes on and on and on and on. They're the mission linked to our existence. Yeah. And you've got to meditate. If you want an experience, you've got to put that intention out there, not in fear, and if they come, it's in love. And I've heard this on a load of other stuff I've watched as well over the times. And apparently he said, if you see something like a UFO or you think, oh, you know, I've not seen that before, like I said earlier on, they said it's not random. You're part of the plan. You're part of that to wake up. You asked to maybe before to see that. You are part. They want you to see it. Like I said, it just made me laugh because they were saying nothing is random, and I'm like, oh my God, that's what it says on my Q-top. You know, nothing is a coincidence. Nothing is random. When he said that, because he mentioned JFK, then he was mentioning nothing's random. I was like, I'm sure that's on my top, nothing is random. Because some of the Q-tops say there's no something about no coincidences. And I thought, oh, why have I got one with nothing is random on it? I was like, ooh. But I think it does actually say nothing is random at the bottom of, thank you, at the bottom of the Q map. You can get Dad, what's the map you can get on with all the traitors and everything on it? Because someone's asking about the Q map that I've got that I've lost in the house that I don't know where it is, and it was on canvas. And that actually says at the bottom, nothing is random. So when this guy said nothing was random, yeah, that was said, but not on the T-shirts. Yeah, it become mathematically impossible. I heard when I was at nursery today, 2 mothers going on about different nurseries the kids were going to, and she went, oh, it's like maths. She went, I was never good at maths. It just didn't sink in. And it's not like I needed it for the job I was in anyway. And I thought, I'm surprised. I hated maths. I'm not good at maths. I thought it never sank in. I hated it because really, I think maths is used in a completely different way. Yes, we can add our money up and stuff like that, but I believe numbers and stuff is totally different to what we're learning with maths, if anyone understands what I mean. That math isn't what we really need. Coincidence scientists. And it also talks about scientists coming into new science, which people used to call, well, they had the alchemy and all that people get scared of when it was just, they called it magic. Like he said in the film, that's what people, way back in the day, if they saw me now on a YouTube and you were like, oh, look at this, they'd all go, oh, that's magic, because they don't understand it. And that's what I was saying about understanding. When you don't understand something, you're in fear of it because you're like, oh, it's magical, it's evil, oh, what is it? qmap.pub, interactive Q posts and lots more. Yeah, it shows you with traitors and everything. It's quite good. Yes, Callum, we're all from the source, which I've always talked about because I call it, some people call it God. I call it source energy, source consciousness, all the same. It's all the same. It's all one. We are all one. Even the ETs, celestial beings, whatever you want to call them. And like I said, it was so brilliant that I saw today. That's why I got upset with, like, I was just like, yeah, because they are part of us, because we are all one. They've always been here in our reality, dimension, whatever you want to call it. It was just great. And that's why I've been absolutely loving them videos. But the point that we're saying, this film was coming out, JFK was mentioned. Nothing is random, just a snippet of a few things, and I thought, and a Hollywood actor. I thought, who's this Hollywood actor? Could it be Mel Gibson? I don't know. I should have got the voice on it actually, because we know that he hates Hollywood, and he did the film Signs, didn't he? He also did what's the Jesus thing he did? I can't remember, it's gone out of my head, and they hated the fact that he did that. No source code. Well, it's the same to me. But what was it called? Mel Gibson or Bruce Willis? Yeah, I'll have Bruce. Mel Gibson. Yeah, Passion of the Christ. Yeah. Caught you live. Hi. But don't know, it could be, couldn't it? I'm thinking Mel Gibson, because his dad was supposed to have give blankets and guns and that to the Native American Indians and stuff. There was a story behind that because he wanted them to have them so he could protect himself. So I was like, yeah, running software. It's like Source is like a big main computer. There's things on Earth, when you look back in ancient history, that look like massive, big, like computer chips. Like this is what do they say? A holographic world or whatever, matrix, whatever. It looks like that, but like made of stone and stuff. Interesting. That sort of stuff. Yeah, the Passion of the Christ, yeah. Clint is a good guy, yeah, Clint Eastwood is as well. That's because, yeah, I've said we live in a matrix. I've shouted that out quite a few times. That's why I say the red pill and the blue pill, you know. When they took the pill, once you've seen things, you can't not... You can't not... You can either take the red pill or the blue pill. Everyone goes, oh, the red pill. Well, it's true. I got upset with the red pill. I thought, oh God, I should have had the blue pill. But really, I was like, no, I'm actually glad now, because I'd rather know what's going on than be asleep. And it's true, because, you know, at least you know what's going on around you. Awareness of what's really going on. To, you know, walking around with blinkers on all the time. And then with awareness, you can work towards becoming more conscious. And then those things that are meant to come to us that we're part of will, but you've just got to remember to do it in love and not in fear. No, it is Callum. It's not Memphis. I think it's just because Memphis thought it was... I'm not even going into all that, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know how hacking works anyway. I don't know if people can hack your photo. Can people use your profiles? I haven't got a clue. I was asked. I don't know. I just don't know. No. What? Yes, I did these for JFK Junior Connection. They're staying on till Christmas, so when they get a bit shabby, I'll do them again, because a bit like Tiffany blue, that was the nearest colour. Is it like Tiffany blue? Apparently in Michelle Obama's book, she's actually, my dad was telling me, she's actually confessed to the fact that in the box in the car at the inauguration, or whatever you call it, Trump's, they said it was a Tiffany blue box, and they reckon it was a photo frame. And she said it was a photo frame, and it was like, but what picture was in the photo frame? Because we knew who we think it was. That she was shocked at and went, it's you, when she got out of the car. Yeah, Tiffany blue and bling blings. I've got crystals on them ones. Can't see under this light properly, but I said I'd change them over. I don't know how it works. I've not got a clue. I doubt it would have been Callum, because they were saying he brainwashed, and I think Callum, I know he's on the same wavelength as me, but we have slightly different opinions on things. But I know what he's talking about, and I know he knows what I'm going on about, and I know that's why he's here, because he knows I know that he knows that I know. If anyone gets what I'm saying. I brought my mum a blouse. Yeah, I should look for a Tiffany blue. Funnily enough, I was just sat before listening to stuff, and I was just trying to get into crocheting again, and I just did this long strip, just practicing, and well, it's a bit like Tiffany blue, sort of. I was like, oh. So, yeah. I'm just not doing well with my painting here. I can't do anything because it's drying, but I'll just... So yeah, I'm just waiting for this movie to come out. This movie sounds like the spiritual side of things. You know, you had Trumpet Wars is like the external, and then you've got this other film that's coming out about this is like the spiritual. It's just amazing. I have my own personal naysayers too. Yeah. And Fifth World, the things you've been seeing has actually been in them videos as well, like flashing UFOs with different coloured flashing lights. They say some have got golden lights on. And one of the pictures, he's got pictures of stuff, it's amazing. One of them is probably what people say angels are, because it looks like that thing we've been told an angel looks like. So where is it? You know, a light being, said the highest of the highest. And I thought, yeah, it does. That's how I imagine how an energy light being to sort of look like. That sort of thing. So it looks like wings here. I can't show you properly. But you should really go and watch it, because it was really good. He actually shows you when they go meditating. And they go meditating, obviously, he's in America, obviously, but up in the forests, and looks a bit like E.T., you know, the forest, and all the stars are out. And when they're meditating and putting that intention out there, things blip in and out, and it shows you. And when they've been flashing lights, things have come in and come out, and the pictures are amazing, amazing. So it was, but this is what I'm saying. We shouldn't really fear what we don't understand. It's just because we don't understand it that we fear it, or we've been told through film and this, that, and the other, oh, it's this, that, and the other. Oh, it's evil. Why is it evil just because we don't understand it? I mean, we must look pretty weird to them because we don't necessarily look exactly like them. So they say some are humanoid and some are not. So it's like, I'm all for it. I'm like, yeah. Well, I've been seeing things anyway, so... Yeah, when you look back, and like I said this morning, this was on... what's it called? Justin Sather, is it? There was a picture on Twitter, and I thought, exactly, that's what I've been saying. You know, you look into your eyes, you see the universe, you see yourself, because we are the universe, we are part of Source. So that's your eye, you know, and then doesn't it look like the helix nubla? And then you've got the DNA, which looks like the double helix nubla, if that's how you say it. And then this, funnily enough, this is what I keep seeing. Sometimes I've seen a lot of blue lately, and it was massive before in my face when I was meditating. But sometimes I see that when I've looked at the sun and like meditating, it's like that, but with the veins in, which is brain cell, but it's the same as the universe. Because we are the universe, we're part of the universe. We are all one. You know, I just love that. When I saw it, I was like, ah. And this is what I say about signs. You'll pick up on things, on different things, and start following people, and you'll see things, and you're like, ah, yeah, I was meant to see that. Dad, have you just sent me something? But the video I was watching again, because I'm really loving this channel at the minute, because I'm waiting for this film to come out, was, again, UAMN TV on huge alien disclosure. Researcher has discovered how UFOs are coming, what they do and stuff. That was really interesting. That was really, 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 really good. And then the one after that was new Stephen, is it Greer? Huge alien disclosure. I think that's the one who is in the Unacknowledged. Of close encounters of the fifth kind, and he shows a lot of pictures. And he had just a lot of really good stuff in it. Someone's pineal gland when they were all meditating, and that's a night picture, and just loads of really, really, really good stuff in it. Interesting if you're into all that. It was really, really, I've not got to the end of it yet, actually. It's just really interesting. So check that channel out again if you didn't check those ones out, because I didn't see them the other day. Also, check out Jenny Hatch. She's got some really good, you know, Trump stuff on there. And like I said before, oh, I hate this phone. What is going on? Oh! And if you haven't already checked out, I think my dad says we don't, I don't know. If you haven't checked out Deplorables Unite on, is it Trumpanellials? I can't say it. I can't say the channel. It was amazing. Nigel Farage and everything uniting. Deplorables Unite. It was great. It was one of them again. I was nearly crying again. I was like, yes, go on, world. We're winning. So it showed you all nations around the world, you know. A bit like Poland the other day. They were good. They didn't let anyone in the country, did they? Yep. They were brilliant. So it was just great. Awakened, so they did not want the whole population to have weekend Kundalini. No. So I don't know if anyone is big on meditating, if you've got any good advice for me, because I'm doing it a little bit day by day. It's only like 10 minutes, so I know I've got to sit there longer. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I just sort of sit there, relaxed. I don't think about anything. I just, because you know what I mean, when you close your eyes, you can see colours. I just see colours coming to me. Yeah, my dad's on my wavelength. Yeah, he's into all, you know, the extraterrestrials and that. I'm probably a bit more onto a bit deeper, like, but, you know, that's just me. Oh, my heart, why do you hate me? So, oh, poor fella, don't you know? Is that a song? Yeah, I think it is. Mind you, my dad's always been on same a bit of the wavelength as me as well anyway. He used to have, you know, the Native American Indian panpipe music, which I've got as well, was into bonsai trees, Tai Chi, used to give us the books on Celestine Prophecies, Conversation with God. He's into Wayne Dyer, so am I, so all that sort of stuff. And actually my mum used to say, you're just like your dad, you know, going off on different things and doing this, that and the other, and believing in this and believing in that, because mum's a bit of a, she does sometimes believe, so she's like, well, that's just the way the world is, isn't it? And I'm like, Mum. So yes, I'm a bit more like my dad. Get it off my dad then. So, like I said, it's all about intentions. You've got to have good intentions if you want an experience. And, you know, we're having a frequency shift. So we need to jump on it, people. But if anyone in here does, or can leave me a message after, does meditation, what do you do? Because I tend to sit there breathe. I don't do any noises at the minute anyway. I have got my symbol things, and I just sit when it's silent. Obviously, you don't want noise about and you're calm. Obviously, not if you've had an argument or something like that. Not that I would be doing, and I just see colours come in. Sometimes it was like that red with like veins. Now it's gone to blue, electric blue. It went quite deep, like this blue today, but it was quite big in front of my face, like as if something's going to appear. Last night or this morning, I can't remember when, it was blue, but it was like a fan, like a fan shape like that going, and then went out, and then it was like, and I was like, what's that? What is that? I was eating chicken last night, and I thought, it just doesn't taste, it just didn't taste of anything. Ah. So, and Kundalini, is there a difference between Kundalini and normal meditating or whatever? I don't know. I think there's a lot of things that are meditation, you know, because when people say, oh, you've got to sit down and meditate, but I find meditating in my art because I'm at one with myself. I'm not really thinking, I'm just like, especially because I draw out of my head, I just draw what comes out of my head. Some people say, oh, but yeah, so I do meditate every day with me drawing, because I do believe you meditate in other ways. I was making buns again today, and I found that very relaxing. I put 432 hertz music on, meditating music, and I was just cooking away, because I believe if you're putting an intention and you're in a good mood and you're putting that intention of love on your food's better as well. Oh, before I go, I'm going to show you the rice experiment, because I'm sick to death of it now. It stinks. I need to chuck it out, but I'm going to show you what happened. So if anyone's got any good advice about meditating, please stick it in the comments after. So I was making, because my kids love these, so at least they're homemade and not shop bought, but I was making, I know I've got boys, but it's my favourite colour and they like the flavour of the icing, but I made these today, cupcakes. I've got pink ones, blue ones and green ones, but yes. I found it very therapeutic. Some people say, like my sister goes, I don't like cooking, I don't like baking, I don't like, you know, this, that and the other. And I think, you know, even washing the pots now, I think, you know what? Especially if you've got kids, just go and wash your pots. If you know, I know it sounds weird, but, you know, if you've got kids and you've got an husband anyway, and you say, oh, you look after the kids, I'm just going washing the pot. Oh, I hate washing the pots. Go and wash the pots. Got a bit of peace in there, and you can just think about stuff. Why? Do you get what I'm saying? And I find baking very meditating. Found it very nice today. I was just like chilling and making me buns. Yeah, they're nice. I did have one before with a cup of tea. I had one with a brew. You know, should be making scones or something. Childhood memories. Well, that's another reason I like baking, because it reminds me of my nana, and she used to do a lot of baking. She used to bake a lot of scones and different things, so it does remind me of that. You know, when you're little, it reminds you of baking, doesn't it? Baking reminds me of when you were little. Paint as you think, not as you see. It's what I do. Yeah, well, that's what I do, Dad. I just paint what's in my head. I don't... Some people have to look at some... I mean, obviously, if I went out and I was drawing a tree, I'm going to draw off the reference of the tree, but I normally... My faces and everything, it just comes out of my head. I accidentally took the words. Right, so, hate and love. If you see me go like this, it's because they've been here for weeks. They stink. That's why I want to get rid of them. I can't smell them, but I know they stink. I can tell by the look of them they stink. Right, so we're going to check love out, right? So because it was about intentions and thought, and in your intention and your thoughts create your reality, you know, matter. So we had love, and if you don't know about this, you need to go and check out Dr. Emoto on YouTube and see all the experiments people have done and learn about Dr. Emoto and water, because water is very important, not just to drink, but, you know, we have it in our bodies and your thought and intention, putting out to the universe. But when you talk to yourself, you've got to be careful how you talk to yourself. Love yourself, because you're made up of so much water. So if you'll understand it if you go and watch about Dr. Emoto and water crystals, how they change when you put intention on them, or prayers and good positivity to putting horrible thoughts on it. So that means if we're made up of so much water and you're telling yourself you're old, you're this, you're horrible, you don't love yourself, you're worthless, you're sort of, no wonder you're feeling depressed. You know what I mean? No wonder you've not got positive energy. No wonder you're probably dying inside, because you're telling yourself that. So that's what the universe thinks you are, so therefore you are. So you've got to love yourself, and you've got to tell yourself good things. You don't need a partner. I've learned that. I thought I needed someone to tell me I was worth it, or, you know, instead of being told I was worthless. You can tell yourself that. You don't need anyone to tell you that. Tell yourself that you don't need validation of anybody. How did you red pill my sister? She's a bit like me and my dad and my sister are all the same. We're a bit like, we believe in certain stuff. So we've not been religious, not that I'm knocking anyone who is, but we're just like, oh yeah, you know, there must be things out there in space, you know, we can't be the only ones. She's always been like that. But when I first started talking about the Q stuff anyway, she was like, ugh. But now, because I've shown her more and more and more, and you can see the evidence when you're actually researching it. People go, well, where's the evidence? Like when you're researching, you can see it. She's like, oh wow, especially, I tell you what got her, the JFK Jr. thing. When I started showing her all the stuff about that, she was like, wow. And then when you look back, it all goes back to the Kennedys anyway. The whole story goes back to the Kennedys. And she's just waiting now. She's just like, well, let me know when he comes out. And I'm like, oh, she went, I know you're more excited because you've been on it for ages. You know what you're looking for, because she still watches TV and stuff. So, mind you, she's watching a lot of stuff on aliens, and she's the one who told me about Unacknowledged on Netflix, and went, if you saw me the other day, she was like, oh my God, it's like everything you've been talking about. And she was telling me like I didn't know. I was like, I know, that's what I've been telling. She went, I know, but it says, I was like, I know, that's what I've been telling you. But it does link it up better. So we've got love. So you put your intention of love on your rice with, so it was the same equal amount of white rice in a bowl. I should have done it in glass jars, is easier because then you can see properly. But you will see when I take it off, it's going to stink. So every day, I've missed a few days, but the intention of love, you've got to feel it, and it's like you talk to it. You can talk to it in your head, you don't have to say it out loud, but your kids could do it. So, you know, love, you could be like, love and light, I love you. You can just think this as well, or project that love on it, you know, feeling it. You can say nice, as long as it's nice and loving words or anything that's associated with love, you put it on there. This one, I tried to red pill my daughter, but she think, well, they're more interested in watching whatever, aren't they? They will. My son, my eldest, he knows, he's into Doctor Who, he's into all that sort of stuff. Hate, you can say Hitler, I've been shouting Obama at it, I've been shouting Hillary Clinton at it, you're evil, you're horrid, everybody hates you, you're disgusting. Any hateful words, I hate you. So, are you ready for this? Oh, it's going to stink. I don't know if to put something around my mouth, right? Right. Phew! So, right, it has gone a little bit off colour because it's been in here for ages and water's seeping out of it and stuff like that, but I don't know if you can see. This was the love one. So, it's a bit yellowy, but apart from that, there's nothing much that's happened. This on the bottom is just a hole. So, that did quite well. It's not got mouldy or anything like that. Oh, God, that stinks of sweaty feet. That was love. Right, this one's hate. Oh, God, it stinks. It stinks. But I was doing this for you, like, it pongs. That's why I thought I can't let it go on for longer because I can't smell it. It's just when you open the box, it stinks. Ooh, look. Can you see the mould? Mould. Mould. It's going black. Mould. Mould. I can't tip it up, but I know you can't see. Ooh. And there's a big piece down there, but you can't see it. But can you see the black on it there? I don't want to tip it up all over my thing. Can you see the mould? There's some here, there's some here. So shows you that it works, because they had both the amount of same rice in it and everything, but that one had hate projected on it. It's starting to go all mouldy and disgusting, and that's what you're doing to yourself. When you're telling yourself you're worthless, you're not good enough, when them thoughts come in, all that stuff, that's what you're doing to your body, that's what you're doing to inside, that's why you get depressed. So when you're putting love on yourself, you don't need anybody to tell you you're worth it. I'm worth it. You're loved. You tell yourself that. That's why I keep saying, when a thought comes in of something, a bad thought, blast it out by thinking, what was that intention I was putting out today? And go and think about that. And tell yourself, you love yourself. That's why I'm doing these little intention dolls, or whatever they're going to be, however they come out. Because it'll be a reminder, if they're on a keyring or something and you see it, you can think, oh yeah, what was that intention today I was putting out? To remind yourself, you don't need anybody to tell you the things you want to hear. It's lovely when someone says something to you, especially if you've got a partner, they love you, you are worthy, but you're worthy anyway, we all are. We all come from one. We're all worthy. We're all loved. You don't need anybody telling you. So don't feel sad if you feel like I'm on my own at the minute. I love myself, and I don't mean in a big-headed way. Oh yeah, warts. Yeah, I've got to tell you the story about the warts. Because you've got to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't be good for anybody else, because, you can give love out, but you have got to remember to love yourself as well. Yeah, love, love, love. And that's not a big-headed thing. Some people say, oh, you love yourself. I used to think you can't say that, but I do love myself. We all love each other. We love ourselves. We're all from one. You've got to love yourself, because that just proves it. Projecting love on yourself helps you. Putting hate on yourself doesn't. So you don't need anyone to tell you that. You don't need to be like, oh, I used to feel like that years ago. I need a partner to tell me that they love me, and I feel like, it's like, no, just love yourself. Because when you love yourself, the right person will come in anyway. That's why I'm not... my dad will know this. I've always been in a relationship and then come out of a relationship, been straight in the next relationship, because I like being with someone. I think I need someone to tell me that they love me. I've always been like that. This time, well, a bit due to the fact with my young one, I wasn't really interested, but I've enjoyed being on my own. I do work better with somebody else, but I think I don't need anyone to tell me. I know now that it's me that I get my happiness from. It's me. I'm not relying on someone else to give me happiness, even though they can do, and that's brilliant, and it's great if you get with a partner who does that, but I shouldn't have to be relying on someone to make me happy. I do the things that make me happy, and if I've got someone who helps along, that's a mega bonus. But we don't always get that all the time, but you've got to realise it's you. If your partner's not doing something, like they're not joining in maybe with something, an activity you want to do, you just go and do it. You just go and do it. Don't be thinking, oh God, I can't do it because they're not doing it. It's making you miserable. Go and do it yourself. You don't have to be in each other's pockets constantly. We don't own each other. Even when you're married, you don't own each other. You should have freedom, but you should have respect and trust. But everything's about love. So you should be a motivational speaker. I feel better already from listening to you. I am on here. I think that I should have my own show, and then I'm like, what am I talking about? I have. Yes, Dolly. It's just what I've learned. I had to learn this lesson in a way. Some people say it's not lesson learning, but in a way it is to me, because I know I've done that before in the past and thought, oh, I'll be happy when someone's loving me. I'll be happy when this person does this. No, it's me. I am happy. I am abundant in whatever. It's me. Thank you. Well, like I said, I did make this channel to make people feel better, and if that's the only thing that it does do, despite what I'm talking about, whether you believe in some of it or not, all of it, like I've just said, it's all about consciousness and all about awareness. So when you wake up to consciousness, not even the stuff I've just been talking about, ETs, forget all that. Consciousness, because that's what this guy was saying, the American guy that's supposed to be making this film. It's not even about that. They're here anyway, so just get used to it. They're here, they've always been here, get used to it. It's all about consciousness and waking up. You are more than you know. You are very powerful. You don't need people to tell you are. You are. Yeah, for JFK Jr. They've always made, oh, they're the elites, they're above us, they've got this. We're all the same. We're all the same. I'm going to propose to you on the moon. Yay, on the moon. What about Venus? What about Neptune? I think that's where I'm from. Yeah. But you know what I mean? It is about consciousness, being aware that you are a powerful being and You don't need anyone to make you happy apart from yourself, because you are the observer of your reality, of the message I've been trying to give out. And I just saw that thing today and I was just like, that's amazing. That's why I got upset today, because I was like, you realise all the things you've done in the past, and like, oh, looking back, that's why I was getting upset today. Not because I was sad today, I was just getting upset at how I felt then and certain things. And you can be a victim of stuff, and you can make yourself a victim of stuff, and you don't need to be. You don't need to play that game. So I'm going to go now, I think. Or was I going to show you something? I can't remember. Yeah, I'll probably show this picture when I've painted it. And it's like I said, it's a bit hard to do my art thing at the minute without my thingy, so I can show you. But I will add to it. 10 billion, you better say yes. Agree with you. Yeah, so, and it is about spreading the positivity and spreading the message of awareness and consciousness. And I was also watching something else today. Don't worry if you can't wake people up, because in a sense, yeah, we're giving to others, waking people up. Power over the mind. Oh yeah, sorry Dad, I will talk about the news or something. Is sometimes it's not our job to wake people up, and I'm realising that now. I know I've woke a few people up on here. I think if you have a therapist, yeah, I think that, but I just, with my job wise at the minute, because, you know, going to the job centre and all this and this stuff they're trying to get me, I thought, how do I go about like my situation? It's just like, well, mind you, saying that, I can be a therapist on here, can't I? So, well, maybe I'll grow my YouTube in the end. Well, that's what I said I wanted to do. That's why I'm going to link PayPal up in the end and stuff for donations towards the channel, whether you want, you know, if you want to or you don't want to, it doesn't, whatever you want to do. But breaking news, Comey Lynch. But I'll tell the story about the warts in a minute. But I just think one of the biggest things you've got to do here is, yeah, if you can wake people up, great, but don't get too, like, you know, family and that. They'll come around in the end, because it's a shift. They're going to have to in the end. It's about waking yourself up. That's most important. Because don't get lost where you're trying to wake that many people up, that you get lost and you're not helping to get yourself on that frequency. You need to get on that frequency as well. So the only advice I can give you is put your intentions out there. Watch everything that keeps you positive. Read things that keep you positive. Everything I've said before. And meditate. Start meditating, even if it's 5-10 minutes a day. And then keep building it up. That's what I'm doing. I'm feeling a lot better. The plan is coming together. Oh, it's coming together, all right. We've got a song about a plan. Dun, 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 dun. You got many gifts, Dolly. Thank you. I just tell the truth of, well, my truth, but it's other people's truth as well, because it's consciousness. So the people that get me are on the same frequency. What was that song I was singing? We're on a different frequency. Do-da, do-da. So just be happy in that. Right, the story of the warts before I go. When I was younger, I've said this before, I had a wart here, a wart here. You know, sometimes you get them as kids. And a big one here, and I was like, oh, they're awful. When I was like at secondary school. So my dad was like, because this is the sort of stuff my dad used to tell me ages ago, because visualisation is like meditation. When you go to bed at night, visualise yourself. I think mine was walking through a forest. It was sunny and all that. Yeah. And then the forest opens up to a lake in the sunshine. You swim in the lake. You get out at the other side. You're sunbathing in the sun, you know, the light. And then you look at whatever it is, and that's what it was. And you make a little rhyme up. And you keep saying it and keep saying it for a while. So mine was, I still remember it was, hour by hour, day by day, I wish my warts would go away. Hour by hour, day by day, I wish my... So I used to do that. I think it was about 2 weeks. Anyway, in the meantime, I'd gone to the doctors to get them burnt off. You know, when you used to get them burnt off, that cold ice stuff, whatever it was. And 2 of them fell off or burned off, whatever. But I still had this big... Oh, no. I went to the doctors, had them burnt off, but this big one wouldn't go. So that's when my dad told me to do that. Finn needs a YouTube... Yeah. I did that for 2 weeks and it totally disappeared. No scan, no nothing. It was here, totally disappeared, never came back, because it was that intention I was putting out and believing that it'd go, and visualization of it going, believing it would go, and it went. So Mind over matter, people. Lindsey Graham is poised to lead the Senate Judiciary, I can never say it, committee. I saw a beautiful diamond-shaped gem hanging on someone's rearview window today, and it was twirling around shiny blue. It makes you think of things. I have a crystal dangly thing in my window, but that's what I was saying about signs before we go. You get signs given to you sometimes when you think, oh, it's just a coincidence that, you could see a picture in the street like I saw the owl today saying, be wiser, and I only looked up because 4 ravens were sat on it squawking, and then it made me look up. Different things. A friend could say something, you could hear someone speaking in the street and you just pick up on a certain word or a certain phrase. That's how it comes in as well. I've been switching the telly on. Every cartoon my son's been watching at the minute is about aliens or something getting zapped up because that's what I've been watching, so therefore it's on TV. Certain phases I hear and I'm just like, what's going on? So, yeah. Yeah, mind over matter. The cold thing is still in your system. What cold thing? This was ages ago, by the way, if you're talking about the thing. It was when I was about 15. I'm 41 now, so it was ages ago. Pointer finger, yeah. Oh, paperweights that look like diamonds. That's why I did put some little, you can't see them, I've got little crystals on here. We're all a diamond, aren't we? But that's what I mean also about keeping yourself positive. Make sure your home's got stuff that you love. I mean, obviously most people love that. Like I've got a crystal dangly thing in the window. When the sun hits it, my son's like, rainbows, rainbows, because it just blasts out rainbows and they dance all around the room and I'm like, oh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Stay away from negative people. Even if they're friends, you don't have to be around them that much. It's so hard to be, it's that energy. We've all got energy. They zap your energy. You also need to tell people sometimes. I watched a good person to go and watch is Magic Star Healing as well. Does a lot of light language and meditation. He's really good as well because he does go on about reptilians and all that. It's really good from the UK. And he's talked about visualising like a diamond-shaped triangle, going up and swirling around and blasting out the light. And he's also been talking about sometimes, if you're coming from a place of love, sometimes you don't want to say nasty things to people, but he said sometimes you have to tell people, like I've had to tell people on here. Sometimes he said, sometimes people are invading your space, that space that's around you, your energy fields. And sometimes you have to tell them something sometimes, just to say, look, stop it, so they know. And it should jolt them into not doing it. Sometimes they don't listen. But sometimes when someone's constantly going on, I do it with my mum. I know that sounds awful. I'm like, oh, because it can drain you sometimes. And sometimes people don't know they're doing it and they do actually need to be told. So sometimes we have to tell people in a certain way sometimes, because like he was saying, we're only just human sometimes when we're doing our human side. So we do get a bit angry sometimes, and sometimes people need to be told, because you need to just say, look, you're in my space, you're invading my space. Look, I'm telling you, this is upsetting me. I'm not standing for it. So you've been told. Sometimes we have to do that. I can honestly say you are my therapist. That's what I'm here for. Well, they do say it's about not just service to thyself, but service to others, because those people do service to thyself. Though you need to do a bit for yourself, but you have to do a lot more for others. So my way of giving, I believe, is being on here. That's how I see it. I'm not rich. I can't give that way. Like they say, if you're rich, you can give money. Well, even if you say you're not rich, you can still give money out to people in the street, what you've got, because giving it brings it back. Because if you want something, if it's money you have to give it. But I'm giving it this way. Illness, lowered immune system. People are too hygienic. Government have told you to be hygienic. Wonder why there's no... Yes, I've said that before. My mum's always... That's why she does my head in when she comes here and cleans. Don't get me wrong. She cleans. She does a good job. But spraying chemicals everywhere. I'm like, Mum, you don't need to be spraying this everywhere all the time. Like, I've used some of them, but I don't use them all the time. I need to get the vinegar in. They don't have vinegar. Do they not have apple cider vinegar in Morrison's or anywhere else? Do you have to buy it online? Because I can never see it. I need to get some for cleaning and all sorts. Also, I have been using for toothpaste bicarbonate of soda, coconut oil, and I actually washed my hair today. I've got a headband on because I think I'm going to have to start wearing these with these grey hair coming in. I actually washed my hair today in bicarbonate of, I can't say it, soda, up here, and then rinsed it in my rose water, but I had to put a bit of conditioner on it. But I've seen people doing it with bicarbonate of soda and then rinsing it with apple cider vinegar. So I want to try the apple cider vinegar. So I think, does anyone know if you do that, can you still get your hands through your hair if you've got long hair? Because does it go knotty? Because it'd be good if I didn't have to put conditioner on it. Yeah, I get signs. Also, you can use bicarbonate of soda on your skin and everything. So it's great, you know, trying to get that natural stuff in. But they want us to be overly clean today. I'm not just talking about your body, I'm talking about your floors, like you're cleaning your floors. Your babies go on the floors and they're putting their hands in the mouths, and what do you spray your floors with? Chemicals. Back in the day, or in native places, the kids are on the floor in the dirt because you've got to build your immune system up. If you're too clean, and your floors are too clean, I don't mean don't be clean, you know what I mean? You're not building the immune system up, are you, really, at the end of the day? Yes, it does make your teeth whiter. You can get 3% of oh, let me go and get it because I can never remember the name. Toothpaste has got a fluoride in, and water's got a fluoride in. Tap water, it's not good for your teeth, despite what they say. And you can learn about that on the internet. I've watched some good things. Bicarbonate of soda, and sometimes I put a little bit of this on, but it has to be 3%. Hydrogen peroxide solution. I can do that. Whiten your teeth. But yeah, the bicarbonate of soda does. Yeah, I've tried oil pulling, coconut oil pulling. Some people don't like it. When you put it in your mouth at first, you're like, whoa, and then you have to swish it around for like 20 minutes. So coconut oil's good. You can brush your teeth with coconut oil with bicarbonate of soda. You can put a bit of this on and let it froth off a bit and swirl your mouth out with it. Astral moisturiser, cheap, good. Yeah, I've got that one. And coconut oil. But I'm using bicarbonate of soda for different things now. 17 likes. I'm seeing 17 everywhere. Honestly, I've got a picture. I'm seeing 17 everywhere. And I know it's a number of Q, but I'm seeing 17 everywhere. It's always 17 minutes or 17 likes. It's gone up to 18 now, which is it's always 17. I'm always showing my dad going, look at that, look at that. I'm not even showing you, it's just 17. So, yeah, I don't know if anyone's done the washing your hair, rinsing it with apple cider vinegar, but I'd like to know, because I'm thinking, do you still have to put conditioner on? Because I didn't use shampoo. I just put bicarbonate of soda with a bit of water and scrubbed it in just on my head and then rinsed it through with rose water. But I did have to put a bit of conditioner on the ends because my hair got a bit tangly. Ah, yeah, it doesn't surprise me, that. Doesn't surprise me. They get us in all sorts of ways, don't they? Yeah. So, what was that? I almost puked yesterday, needed total silence. It was crazy, turning everything off. What do you mean? Do you just mean you just what needed silence, as in too much noise going on? What do you mean? Desert Spring shampoo and conditioner doesn't have any. Yeah, I've had stuff that doesn't have any in. Dolly, look into vitamin D3, K2, very, very important. They hid it from us years ago. What's that? Well, they've hidden a bloody lot of stuff, haven't they? That's why I was talking about grey hair before, thinking, are we supposed to go grey? Is it because we don't have certain stuff? Are we supposed to have supplements? And everyone goes on about copper bringing your hair colour back. Are we meant to, like, we'd think it was natural to grow grey, or are we supposed to? Or is it a thing because they keep us on different stuff and keep the truth away from us? Are we actually supposed to go grey? I know that sounds a bit whack, because obviously I'm getting loads of grey hairs in. White, I should say, they're really white. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Because some people say, oh, well, it's natural. I'm like, is it? Are we supposed to? Younger and younger and younger people are getting grey hair. It's like, is it because we don't have certain stuff? The sun, this, that, and the other? I don't know. And if so, if we are supposed to, the colour leaves our hair because of the melanin reduces. Yeah. But I am fighting that. I know you can't really tell. You can tell when the light's on it more, but I'm really like, oh, it's so hard to fight it off. K2 takes the calcium out of the vein, and the heart and brain, and puts it into the bones where it should be. Yeah, because they feed us all with the wrong stuff, don't they? That's why I don't really have a lot of milk anymore. I have a little bit of tea and that, but I don't drink it on cereal and stuff now. Because that's why I had a headband on. I think once this starts coming in more, it's good. Because I really feel like dyeing it. I'm like, oh, I could just dye it. And then I'm thinking, no. I've been seeing grey hair. Yeah, well, my nana had really beautiful white hair. I think there's a picture of her. It's really white. And I've been seeing people with white and grey hair today. I'm like, oh, but the hair's gorgeous, different hues of grey. So I'm thinking, it's just that, you know, what we're not used to. Yeah, well, I have these big ones, so I thought when it does start coming in more, I can just start, I don't even know how I had it on now, start hiding it. I guess you can just mess around with it because you know what I'm like, messing with my hair anyway. Where are they from? I don't know. I got these for Christmas. I got quite a few they're quite wide ones. But yes. I might actually be making some woolly head warmers. You know that I like this, but the woolly ones. The ones that you get like a hat, but they're not a hat. They're like a headband for winter. Maybe there's another thing I might be doing. I found my nana's earrings today, actually, which are, you can't see, which are gold and, no, they're not my nana's, they're my mum's. Gold and topaz. Blue, I put them in for JFK Jr. Grey is good. Yeah, you're just saying that, Dad, because you're grey. I like grey, though. It's nice. Hey, magnesium, raw, organic. Cacao cow is that, nibs. I've got cacao cow powder, or however you say it, in yoghurt. My hair is light brown and getting darker. Is it? Magnesium. That's what I mean. If they tell us to not have stuff, maybe that's why we do go. Is it genetic, or is it because we're not having stuff we're supposed to? Because they tell us to have different vitamins, which are probably not as good as what they say they are. Ah. I once heard that. I can't even say that. What is it? I can't even say that word. I don't even know what it is. Is it organ heart? I don't even know what it is. Yes, cacao cow nibs, the highest source of magnesium on the planet. Oh, are they dear? Did you get them off eBay? Someone said you can dye your hair with tea or that. I mean, it's weird. I think it's just because the unknown, like, will all look weird with grey hair, but I do like grey hair, but I'm so used to it brown because you're so used to something. That's what I was saying about UFOs and that. If we were used to them being here, we wouldn't be that, it wouldn't be new to us, but it's the fear of, like, something new. But then again, I do like my brown hair, but, you know, is it wanting to go grey, then go grey. It is the green implants. Oh. I have iodine. Yeah. They might have it in like Holland and Barrett or something, I don't know. If the government tell you it's not good for you, try it. Find out for yourself. Yeah. Yeah, if they say it's not good for you, it's like that turpentine, well, essential oil I've got, it's not good for you. No, it's good for my colds. Someone said to me the other day, oh, fluoride is good for you. I said, you'll find it's not. If you do actually research on it, the government say it is because they stick it in the water and everything. It's going on your head and everywhere. And, you know, it's not good for you if you actually research about fluoride. You can get on fluoride. You don't even need to brush your teeth with toothpaste. It's like a woman I was watching, I think she was a bit bohemian. She just does it with baking powder and a bit of water. She might put coconut oil in it or not, but we're told that, aren't we? And then everyone gets tooth decay and this, that and the other. So anyway, I'm going to go because I'm tired. I'll show you my painting when I've finished it. I've really got a... been blasting that much energy. I'm like, woo! Do a lot of crafting this weekend, so she says, I won't be on. Watch something massive drop. I'm like, you never guess what? But I really need to get down to my crafting and making some more bags because I am doing more designs on the bags and someone was asking about them, and I will be selling them off when I've done a few designs so people can choose. Just about be putting my books up tomorrow, my little these ones. Tomorrow on what do you call it? Instagram. I might come on to show them to say they're on Instagram and then put the links up tomorrow. If you're in the UK, anything I put up, you can find me in the UK. I won't be doing America and that till the new year. I need to find out about that. Hopefully if we get a good trade in, that'll be a good thing. Because I don't know all about that side of it to abroad and stuff. But hopefully in the new year I will, because I think that'll be good. So yeah. Oh yeah, the purest form of material metals is 999, and if you flip it, it's 666. Yeah. Funny that, because someone put in a chat today 666, so I went a 999. Yeah. It's just like I said, we just want the truth, don't we? Consciousness. Yes, I hope you're all having a great day, great evening, great night, whatever. I'm going to go because I'm tired. My energy's like, shoot. I wasn't going to come on, but I thought I best had. I was ill last week and I just thought I better come on. So I might pop on tomorrow just at some point just to show the books, because I said I'd show them and then put them up and then put the links to it, and I'll probably have done this by then as well. But it's the New Orleans little house drawing. It should look quite cute when it's finished. I need to do some more sketching because I haven't actually done that much this week. See what comes in. I might do a bigger version of this little sketch that I did last night because I quite liked it. Jumped in bed and just did that quick before I went to sleep. And I'm going to go and finish the rest of the thing off I was watching. Sorry, to do with contact, you know. Yeah, and I couldn't really look at the stars tonight because I tend to look out every night now because it's got that smoggy, stupid, big veil of cloud. That's just like one big veil of cloud, you know, the veil. One big veil of cloud where you can't really see much. So I'll be doing a nighttime meditation before I go to bed. I think that's what I'll be doing. Who's Dr. Ben Lynch? Who's he? Is he, does he show you about vitamins and stuff like that? I love silver. I've never really been into gold. These are gold, they're my mum's, but I've never really been into gold. I like copper. This is copper. I made this ear cuff. This is copper. I just love silver. I love silver. I'm not a gold person. Maybe white gold, but I love silver or platinum, but silver. Yeah, I love silver. I just think I suit silver. Oh, I'm really sorry. Yeah, Yeah, rose gold is pretty. Yeah, I do like rose gold. Rose gold is pretty. It is pretty. But yes, I'll be keeping these on. Oh, do you know that's really weird that you've just said that? Because let me show you what I was looking at today, and I thought, oh, I might have to treat myself next month. Well, at the end of this month for Christmas, and I'll wrap it up for myself. But I was looking at, I'll show you on eBay. I thought I need a ring with turquoise on it because it reminds me of my nana as well. But, well, it's only a cheap thing, but I thought, I was looking for a silver ring with turquoise. How funny. Silver what? Silver is the best metal. It has many properties that the controllers don't want you to know, but I have written and they eat micro thin sheets of gold in some countries. Found them on eBay. Yeah, I see people drinking liquid gold and liquid silver and all these liquids that are supposed to make you, I don't know. And one of the person who does that is Max Spears, who was his girlfriend, his fiance. If anyone knows about Max Spears, super soldier. I watch her channel sometimes. I can't remember what her name's called now, but I was watching her, and she drinks these like gold elixir things, and I thought, oh, interested. Send what? Oh right, yeah. Ooh, a Native American Indian one. Ooh, that sounds good. Thank you. Copper and silver and gold, etc. have what properties they use to put pure copper in milk from cows to keep it from getting sour. Oh. Do you know, the world's just such an interesting place, you know, when you start being aware and conscious of actually how fantastic the world is compared to them saying it's not. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, when you've got new eyes, everything's just like amazing. When you can start seeing the crap that they tell us and other things, it's like, do you know, they've kept all this fabulous stuff from us. I don't know what my size is. I was going to say Q. I'll have to find out. I've got a ring sizer. I tend to just stick it on whatever finger it fits on. I'll have to find out. Thank you. I think I was thinking that today because I had this colour nails on and I was thinking, oh, I need a big... I've got a bracelet, it's fake though. It's like a fake silver one with fake like turquoise stones in it. I've worn it, you might have seen it on here before. And I thought, oh, I could take that off and make it into a ring, but the things underneath are a bit bulky. I thought, no, it's not going to work. They threw pure metal in coins in fountains and wells to purify water, thus copper and... Yeah, well, that's why I normally drink my water out of I don't know where it is, a Moscow Mule copper cup. That's what I normally drink out of that on here with my distilled water. But yeah, so I'm going to go because I'm tired, and thank you very much. And yeah, I'll find out and get an OK box. Do you mean PO box? I think someone's sending me. I think Memphis is sending me a junior magazine. I think I'm not sure. Thank you. I wrote a book on turquoise, and there is a lot to know. Well, like I said just before I go, my nana's favourite, my mum's mum was favourite. She always wore a lot of it. I had a butterfly on the day, and it actually broke the bloody thing. It was a thing like. I bought this a few months back, and I was like, oh yeah, my nana really used to like this stone, and she really did, and I like it as well, especially the Native American Indian with silver. I think it looks gorgeous. So yeah, maybe it's that intuition thing of like knowing it's good, you know, gemstones and stuff. They even say put gemstones in your water, you know, to energise your water. But yeah. So I'm going to go, and I shall see you all probably tomorrow. But I'm going to have a day of a lot of crafting, but I probably might just come on to show you the books if anyone's interested in the UK at the minute, and where I'm going to put them up and stuff. But I really need to have at least 2 days of get crafting, chilling out and just craft, because this takes my time up. I say I'm not going to come on for long and I end up coming on. So, I shall thank you very much for all your comments and everything, and I shall see you soon. Where we go one, we go all.